Welcome to Riverside Farm Institute, a place of uniqueness, a place where wonders are happening from in terms of agriculture. It's a place where we are training the students with things to do with the head, the heart, the hands, as well as health, making a human being to be in such a way that when they come out from here, they are not only learning things to do with the hands, no. They are learning everything that makes us to stand out as Riverside Farm Institute. When you send your child here, you learn all these things which will make him or her to be self-sustaining, you learn self-sustainability.
Okay, so basically what we're doing here is bed preparation. And the bed that I'm preparing, there were some other crops that were here. And so we are trying to put other crops that are different from those that were here. Right, my name is Vesagesho Mchisha. I'm a student here at Riverside Farm Institute, a general agriculture student. We came here in January with almost little understanding about agriculture. And from the period that we've been here, so much has been acquired in terms of knowledge acquisition. And as you can see from what we are doing, I wanted just to focus on one important thing pertaining to what we are doing here. So from the bed that we are preparing, we had tomatoes. And so we want to crop rotate with some other crops. And even that side, we had some other crops that were there that we did when we came as well. We want to introduce some other crops. So what I'm trying to put across is the importance of crop rotation as we have learned here. And I want to focus on the three major importances of crop rotation. So number one is about soil structure improvement. So you understand that different crops have different rooting systems. And so when you have removed the crop which was there, it is going to leave the rootings there, and the depths of the rootings of that crop, it is going to provide the sponges for water management and also the microorganisms. As those roots are going to be decomposing there, they are going to be more like a source of nutrients for another crop that you are going to put. So soil structure is really improved when you do crop rotate. And the other thing is nutrient management. We understand that different crops, they do require different requirements of nutrients. So when you crop rotate, you give the nutrients that were not utilized by the other crop which had been removed, like in the case we had removed tomatoes. So tomatoes were not able to utilize all the nutrients. There were those nutrients that it didn't utilize. So there's that interconnection which is there. So nutrient management is also something which is fostered by crop rotation. Then the other thing is pest management. Crops are affected by different pests. So for example, when we, in this bed, which we had tomatoes, the kind of pests that do attack the tomatoes are entirely different from those that attack the crop that we are going to introduce to this bed and the entire portion. So it means that when the pests that attack the tomatoes, when they come, they find the tomato is not there, they are like surprised and all that, and so they eventually die. And so there is that disturbance of pest cycles. They lay their eggs. They find that the crop that you have introduced, they can't just thrive in that environment, so they get to suffocate and they eventually die. So they are among other ways of controlling pest management as well. There are biological ways, biological methods of controlling pests, where you introduce microorganisms that act as predators to control these other pests that are feeding on your crops. And there's also cultural methods like crop rotation. It is one of the cultural methods of pest control. There's also introduction, or rather doing, of mixed cropping, where you do, if it's for example maize, you intercrop it with another crop which is going to repel those pests that are attacking the maize. So it's one of the methods. And the other one of course, the chemical ones, which of course we are trying to run away from because of the most devastating effects that it has on the ecosystem, the soil, the crop nutrition, and ultimately our health. So apart from that, also we have natural methods, of course, where you do extract chemicals from plants that have a strong concentration of those chemicals, and then when you apply, they biodegrade very fast, and so they are very effective, and as well as very little detriment to the ecosystem and the soil at large. So from this weekend that we are learning a lot. That was just on the importance of crop rotation. So when you come to Riverside Farm Institute, you learn about a lot of things, starting from soil science, crop production, fish farming, livestock production, entrepreneurship, communication skills. A lot is just intensified in this period. So I think that's what I wanted to share. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Lillian Kamanga, a general agriculture student at Riverside. The only female, the only female among us are 17 men. Yeah, so right now we're trying to balance the tomatoes because we're falling. So I was trying to tie them up and remove the suckers and the bent leaves. So Riverside is really a good place. It's not all about farming, it's about mental, spiritual. So from the time that I came to Riverside, I wasn't okay with the whole idea of me doing agriculture because I thought it was tough and it wasn't for ladies like me. But the funny thing is that I'm managing. I almost gave up on agriculture, I can't do this. Maybe I should go, do lifestyle or tailoring, but now I'm very happy that I'm managing. I've learned a lot, it's not all about crop production, but fish farming, livestock, everything that deals with agriculture. It's really a good start, and I'm ready for more. Whatever comes, I'll do it.
Hi guys, this is Isaiah. As you can see me, I'm busy stacking my tomatoes. Yes, so we understand that in agriculture, we believe in making profit than loss. So as you can see me here, I'm busy tying my tomatoes, preparing to make a big amount of money, which is the profit, and also minimizing on the cost of the feed, or rather we say the fertilizers. So here what I'm doing, I'm just trying to put my tomatoes in order so that I can continue producing a lot, and so that they can also continue breeding. We understand that in this era of time that we are in, many young men have run away from agriculture. They are going for white-collar jobs. But I preferred to venture into agriculture, which is a blue-collared job, which needs one to use his strength. Just like in the Bible, man was given land to till so that he can find food to feed his family. So I'm just trying to balance up what the Bible says and the reality of life. It wasn't an easy thing, undergoing through different of experience. I once made a loss in my plantation, more especially to the cabbage and also rape. But I thank God, after making that loss, I found out that actually there's one component which I wasn't doing very well. which is on how to manage your tomatoes, your rape, and your cabbages. So the most critical thing to do if you have ventured into rape production, cabbage, you must have a clear time of managing. Let's say the proper time to spray, the proper time to add your D compound, urea, and the like. So like here at Riverside Farm Institute, we are privileged such that we are introduced actually to what they call regenerative agriculture, which is also advocating on doing things in organically way, whereby you find they are using soil vigor to coat their seeds and also to help germinate the crops that we are planting. So guys, I'd like to advise you that you can also come and experience what I'm experiencing now as a student here. It's a nice place, quiet, you study very well. They also teach biblical things. It's not only learning throughout, no. You are privileged to do other activities such as sports. Usually on Sundays, it's a free day, we don't learn. So that day was meant for sports and the like. So guys, I'm wishing you a good life as you think of coming and joining us in the June-July intake. Thank you.
We're exposing them to the real life of agriculture. Because where I'm standing right now, where the students are, they're just dealing with horticulture, where they're dealing with different types of vegetables. But not only this, as you can see, it's general agriculture that we are talking about, which has been affiliated to TVETA program. And TVETA, they've got their own ideology. Riverside also has got its own ideology. And combining this, I cannot lie to you, it's a massive thing that really Riverside is doing. So here, this is where the future of agriculture lies. So here, there are other places to do with commercial farming, because this is a farm where commercial farming is happening from. Not only this commercial farming that you know from other places, this is where conservation and regenerative agriculture is happening from. So the students are exposed to a lot of things to do with banana planting. We are talking about the wheat planting. We are talking about sorghum planting at a commercial level, where they are exposed to tree planting. There are orchards here to do with the citrus plants, to do with avocado. Students are exposed to this. We have other researchers who comes here to teach us different stuff. So all the students are exposed to such information. So this is not the general agriculture like any other schools that offers general agriculture. This is agriculture beyond the ideology of TVETA. Combining with Riverside Farm Institute, it is a place where you should be able to send your child to come and learn new, what we call real agriculture. And they are exposed to what we call attachments. They would go not just to places where they can do fancy stuff and what, a place where they will be exposed what is happening in the real industry of agriculture, in the real world of agriculture, where they will be trained there, planting different stuff. Those are commercial places where we're sending them. Talk about Mubuyu Farm, where things are happening there. They're dealing with massive crop production there. They have diversified when you talk about Mubuyu. We are talking about issues to do with Organic Farm 7, where we send them to go and learn about organic farming, where they'll learn different stuff to do with irrigation. So it's a massive thing. Not only that, other places where we are connecting the students where they should be able to do their attachments from. From there, the experience that they are going to have, combining with the experience that they are experiencing from Riverside, we're not going to worry about anything. These are already ripened, like one of my leaders mentioned. They are already ripened when we send them outside there, where we are assured that they will share the things to do with climate change, the agroecology, you talk about self-sustainability. They will share the good news of God himself, because we are training a skill with godliness. Thank you very much.